Away from the road, walking became slower. Snow gathered deeply where the trees allowed it and thinned beneath the oldest pines. The traveler chose his steps carefully. He had no trail to follow now, only the place from which he believed the hammer had sounded. For a while, that seemed enough. The forest was not unfamiliar country. He knew how to move through timber. He knew which ground would hold beneath snow and which hollows were better walked around. He knew how easily a man could convince himself he was traveling straight. So he looked back often. At first, he could still see the road between the trunks, then only pieces of it, then none at all. He continued. After some time, he found the stump. It stood in a small opening between the pines. The tree had not fallen. It had been cut. The traveler stopped beside it. For the first time since leaving the road, he smiled. Someone had worked here. He brushed snow from the top of the stump. The cut beneath it was clean. He could see where the blade had entered the wood again and again. Nearby lay several pieces of split timber, almost completely covered by snow. The traveler uncovered one with his boot, then another. He looked around the clearing. There was no shelter, no stacked wood, no sled. But those things could have been elsewhere. A man did not need to build his home beside every tree he cut. The traveler rested one hand on the stump. The wood beneath his palm was dark. He rubbed his thumb across it. Something about the cut bothered him. He looked more closely. The surface was smooth, too smooth for a tree cut recently. The edges had softened. Weather had worked into the grain. The traveler scraped at the wood with one fingernail. It was dry beneath the snow. He stood again. The pieces scattered around the clearing were gray where they showed through the white. One had sunk partly into the earth. Another had moss along its underside. No one had cut this tree today. No one had cut it this winter. The traveler looked between the pines. He had wanted evidence that someone was here. He had found evidence that someone had been. There was a difference. He remained in the clearing a little longer. Then, somewhere beyond it, iron struck iron. The traveler lifted his head. The sound was still ahead. He removed his hand from the old stump.